You cannot give citizenship to people who, you can't jump past millions of people around the planet who have been obeying the law, waiting their turn to come here.
I think...
Now, let me say,
okay,
I would support finding a way to do two things. One is to have service in the military count towards becoming a citizen, as it does, by the way, if you are a foreigner but not here illegally. So there's a way to work that out. Two, I would support finding a way for residency with something like a red card, is the way the Kriba Foundation put it, but with some kind of way to allow you to be legal if you have come here under certain circumstances and you were clearly a minor. But residency is very different than citizenship, and the DREAM Act was designed to be defeated in order to create a political issue, and it was a very hypocritical act by Senator Reid, and it is unfortunate that he wants to create political dialogue rather than create law.
I take exception to that. I take exception to that, and I'll tell you why, because that is blaming people who have done the right thing. If you're here at 3 and you don't come here at 3, you don't speak a word of Spanish, you've done really well in school, you've gone to college, you're serving the United States military, you know, why should you be a second-class non-citizen? What is this residency crap? Why do we have to do that? We can surely broaden the, you know, this, one of the, look, the fact, I don't go for this anti-immigration stuff. I agree with Newt. I think Newt's very common sense about this. Obviously, we can't open our borders and let all kinds of people through, and he's thought this through, and I agree with most of what he said. But I don't believe we ought to demonize people who are trying to do the best they can. The fact of the matter is, how many people in this hall have Indian blood in you, American Indian blood in you? Raise your hand. Everybody else is an immigrant. Everybody else is an immigrant. The reason this country is such an extraordinary success is because we got those people who dared to leave their homes, who dared to do something different, who dared to have guts, who took some risks, and their descendants are all here. Every American family has a narrative about somebody who worked hard, came up from the bottom, scrubbed floors on their knees, and their grandchildren and great-grandchildren got to go to George Washington University. We got to keep that alive. And furthermore, one of my favorite sayings is, those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it. When the Irish got here, no Irish needed to apply. When the Jews got here, they couldn't go to the Ivy League. When the Italians got here, they had to labor on the tunnels underneath New York. Everybody had to face this. Isn't it time we stopped and accepted people who want to make America great and let them be citizens again?
Okay.